Let us start discussing the second A experiment. So that is the implementation of encoder and decoder. So if already folder is created, let us open the folder. So that is HDL lab. So we have created one folder where we are storing all the programs. Right. After that, you can go for add source. Add source is a one. So wherein which you will start the new program. So here I want to start the encoder and decoder. So let us implement the first encoder. So encoder of which encoder? So that is 4 to 2. So which means that 4 inputs and 2 outputs. So generally inputs are selected by I and outputs are selected by Y, and here the enable signal is selected by E. So that is the port name we are giving, and we are declaring the port is either input or output, and how many ports are there. Since I0, I1, I2, I3 are there, we have selected 0 to 3. So then Y is an output. So we will select the output Y. Y will have, since two outputs are there, I need to select Y0 and Y1. So whatever the Y0, Y1 outputs will be there, that will becomes active depending upon your input lines, so that we can able to see and verify with the test bench and the simulation results. Now the input declaration is over. Then give OK. After that, our skeleton. So encoder program is there and inputs outputs are decided. Then we need to write the actual program. The program can be written by structural description, behavioral description, data flow description, right? So whatever the description, so I need to get the same results. So I think in the theory class they are discussing all these model of writing the program. See here, skeleton is created, inputs are there, module name and end module is there. So let us write inside. So assign equation y1. So what is the y1, what is the y2, y0, right? So it's over. Then we how to get the outputs for y1, y2 is over. Then we need to save the file. Whenever you type the code, save it, right? So the program part is over. Then how you give the inputs, which means that enable signal along with I need to provide the I0, I1, I2, I3. To provide that, normally we will use the test benches, encoder 4 to 2, test bench TB, right, which indicates it is a test bench code, right. By the test bench we will give the inputs and we can able to see the outputs with simulation results. So use the same variables, right. So I can see test bench is there, right, and encoder is there, right. Set as top, so I can able to see, right. Once all these is okay, so your program along with the test bench is available, save it. So then you can go for run simulation. So we know if everything is okay, then we can go for run simulation. Here we have done some mistake. So while running, you will come to know. I have not given the proper encoder name. I have encode R is missing, right? Same file name should be there, so that you will come to know. Need not to worry. If errors are there, rectify those errors. While running, you will come to know. So what is the error? So error is there. Command is incomplete. So which indicates that. So there is an error in the file name encoder R. Then whenever you correct the code, you need to save. You need to save whenever you do the correction. Then you need to run. Without saving, if you are running, so then you won't get the results. Same errors will continue, right? So you need to save. So after that, once you run, you will get the simulated results. So here you can see the waveforms. In the waveforms, you will have the values also. So what are the values are there for each of the experiments? See, when enable is low, when enable is high, we are consider active I enable. Enable should be I, and depending upon the combination of your inputs. depending upon the combination of I3, I2, I1, I0, right? If all fours are 0, then I will get an output of 0, 0. If y of 0 is I, then I will, I of 0 is 1, then I will get 0, 1. Then 0, 0, 1, 0, I will get 1, 0. Then 1, 0, 0, then I will get both y1 and y0 as I. So this is determined. This is the truth table that you already know. So for the same truth table, you need to get the results. You are cross verifying the results for your truth table, whatever you are designed. So this will be done for all the experiments, right? For all the experiment, here you can see. So whenever it is 1, 0, y3 is I and all are low. So you will get both y1 and y0 as active I. So this is with respect to the encoder of 4 inputs and 2 outputs. So then we can go for implementing of decoder, right? So this is clear, right? So the way in which you are writing the program, so that you know, and also the logic. So you have studied in digital electronics, and also here also in Verilog theory we are going to discuss that. So let's go for decoder. Implementation of decoder. 2 inputs, 4 outputs. Add to source. Same procedure. So here create a file. I need to create the decoder. So decoders will have 2 inputs and 4 outputs. 2 inputs are I0, I1. 4 outputs are Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Right? So you need to declare the port declaration should be done. So here you need to select the enable followed by inputs followed by outputs. So since it is a decoder of 2:4, so I have 2 inputs. I need to select I0, I1 and Y I need to select output. Output will be of 4 outputs. So Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Right. So that is the port declaration, and you are providing a dimension. You are declaring how many outputs, how many inputs are there and what's their variable. You can take LSP from Y1 to Y4, I1 to I4, I2. It doesn't matter. So we are starting from 0 to 3. Then set as a top, so that program will come. Now the skeleton is ready, right? So just we need to write the program, right? I can write the program by using assign equation, right? Or else you can write the gate level, structural level, right? So we are discussing the data flow, how the data will flow to Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, right? So these are the 4 outputs. Then what we need to do? The program is ready. Test bench. We need to provide the test bench signal. So what are all the test bench signals? So since it is a decoder, decoder is having 2 inputs. So that is I0, I1 and outputs are Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, right? So let us feed them with a delay of 100. Right, now the test bench is also ready. Let us see the test bench. Test bench basically to see or to provide, to feed the inputs. So enable is 1, condition should be there. Then we need to begin. We will change the inputs 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 and end, then end module. Right. So now test bench is also ready and the program is also ready. Then let's run the simulation. If there are no errors, it directly goes to the simulation results. If there are error, previously we had some error, so that error has been rectified and saved, and we have run the once again. Here no errors are there, so I can able to see the outputs directly. Right, we are relaunching. Right, now we got the results. So let us zoom it out and verify the results, right? So the decoder output is reverse. So whenever inputs are 0 0, I will get 1 bit, so that is 0, LSB will be high, right? 0 1, then second bit, 1 0, third bit, 1 1, fourth bit, MSB will become high, right? So this is with respect to the decoder. So whatever the truth table was there, you can verify that and you can see the result, right? So this is the implementation of encoder and decoder. So this is belongs to the second experiment. So where the first AB experiments are the encoder and decoder. In the next video, we can discuss the mux and demux. I think this is clear, right? Thank you one and all.